Hello everybody, I am Tom and you are watching me play Cyberpunk 2077. Today is the second part of a two-part sort of split that I did with a full recording. So, it's just going to be clearing out side jobs for the entirety of this mission. I cleared out the entirety of the Outskirts, all of the side missions and all the shit that we can do out there, because I feel like I'm done with the Elder Caldos, so I kind of want to, like, the main side mission in that area is done, so I'll clear out all of the other stuff, just so it's done effectively. I don't really even need to go back there for the most part, as far as I can tell anyway. But I hope you enjoy. Alright, so there's another side job up here. Look at that, I got called.
V, I hear a war vet's barricaded himself at home. The neighbors heard shots. Figure out the sitch and keep me posted, okay? Sending details now.
Interesting. Cyber Psycho noted. There we go. Best put on some walking shoes, cause getting to this house is a bit of a climb. Can't spy much from the bottom, but folks say there was a heavy shootout, so I'm guessing this wasn't no family quarrel. Dust will settle by now, but I'd still much watch step if I were you. Find the Cyber Psycho. Now, from memory, she didn't want me killing these guys. I think I missed a BD there. Don't come here, there's no point. Sam's completely lost it. It's not safe here. I'm trying to be understanding, I know what he's been through. I haven't scolded our son for being selfish and trying to escape. Now I know he was right. Getting out is the only way. I can't even talk to Sam like a normal person anymore. Last week he laid new mines and got to tell me about them. One step in the wrong direction, it would have been the end of me. This house is starting to look more like a prison. Still, at least the prison you know what to expect, but here... Alright, so it's time to message Regina, I suppose. So, I suppose we go like this. I guess I can just call her, right?
V.
See you around.
I take it back. Apparently we have to message her. Good guy knocked him out. Must have been a rough past. Because I've never seen anyone more paranoid about security. He tried coding his own ice, but all he did was cause a power outage. Family must have come by to check it out, and when the defense system activated, no wonder he lost his shit. Gonna be hard to set him straight again. Was so afraid someone would zero him that he turned his house into a death trap. Too bad his family happened to walk into it. Went completely unhinged after what happened. Good thing he got him first before he could finish off himself. Good to know. That's the first Cyber Psycho mission I've done. Good to know how they work. You can kind of like, you don't have to have like non-lethal damage or anything. You can kind of just go in and just shoot them until they fall over. So that works, I suppose. But as I said, that was the first actual Cyber Psycho mission I've done. Also, my inventory is too full, so I'm actually just gonna drop like a bit of junk, probably.
Hey!
steps back. See? Wasn't so hard.
The dude was sidestepping and failed.
This ain't a fair fight!
Rocket launcher. Shit worked. This is interesting. There's nothing marked here. There's a car. And someone spying? Marie Vidal, the family of Pilot is right. Something's not adding up here. I'm not saying it does or has to. There's just a lot sexier stories out there. DTR lies, avoids paying damages. Or better yet, a DTR cargo plane defective, innocent pilot blamed in accident. Sounds sexy to me. Too wordy. DTR trafficking death. Okay, not bad. But this story's messy. DTR will do anything to sweep this under the rug. For now, I'll just frame it as being about damages paid to the family. A little human interest story. A down-and-out family tragically loses its only breadwinner, and the classic plea to the corp. Oh, Mr. DTR CEO, our life is in shambles, have mercy and help us, please. Article like that won't rustle any feathers in the boardroom. Meanwhile, I'll sneak out tech problem reports regarding the plane. Deliver the old journalist one too. Honestly, I'd just drop it. I know, Stephen, I know. You coming with to take stills of the wreckage? Or is that too much excitement for you? Fuck off and drop the story, I'm serious. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Journalist doing her job correctly. And the cowards she works for telling her to drop it. I say coward. Understandably a coward. But coward nonetheless. I reckon I can take out both at once if I get good enough angle.
You wanna get eaten?
That's sad. These guys literally just came out and killed some people who were camping. Like, I mean, to be fair, dumb place to camp. You say something about our meeting? What meeting? So you don't know. No idea what you're talking about. But I do know the office is shit show right now. Reading through all employee emails right now. Shit, mine too? What did you do? Met with Manuel Mendoza? Fuck, that was you? You out of your fucking mind? Listen, you weren't there in that town. You didn't see it. You didn't see all the bodies. Court put my life on the line. Lost my fucking arm because of cock. Fuck, Choom. Now I gotta say it was you, or this shit'll be on me too. Sure, coward. Not like I'm coming back. I'm out. Where? Fuck you. I mean, as I said before, the cowardice isn't unexpected. but it's still cowardice. And you can say, well, think about it, I've got kids or whatever. I've got to look after my family. But what kind of world are you leaving your kids if you're in an area where, like, the corps have so much power that you can literally do nothing to stop them? Like, is that a world you really want to leave to your kids? It's hard to say. It's hard to condemn people for going along with the corps when they have this kind of power, but at the same time, they are cowards for not fighting back. Anyway, on to the next one. Well, that's not creepy at all. These guys are Militech. If I can stealth my way through here, it's going to be preferable. Because there's a lot of loot here, and I want the loot. So apparently the sniper rifle is silenced. And I've been told that it's like pseudo-silenced. So like if you're far enough away they won't hear it, but otherwise... Fire! They can notice you. Case in point. Well, that's fucking cool, if I do say so myself. Well, that seemed to work. Received a drone report. They're still there, requesting permission to conduct our operation this evening. Permission granted. Well, they murdered a bunch of people, which pretty much seems to be the straight MO of Militech from everything I've seen thus far. Handgun skills, that's useful. So what do those Militech tombs want? So we got to scram, or there's going to be trouble. It's their turf, they got to protect it. I ain't going nowhere. You tell them we're vets? We fought for Militech? Yeah, they said they know. There's only that's the only reason they're telling us first, giving us a chance to leave. Motherfuckers. Let us fly their AVs, drive their tanks, carry millionaire gear, and then they treat us like dirt. Why say fuck them? I ain't going nowhere. Let them make me. So we show them some of our tricks? Like in the good old days? Like in the good old days. Well, I don't think it worked out very well for them, unfortunately. But it is interesting that Militech gave him the courtesy of telling him first, at the very least. They fucking slaughtered everyone, though. As seems to be the corpse in general's sort of MO, as it were. Slaughter everyone, ask questions later, as it were. Some fresh fanatic converting Raffins in a pretty gruesome way. Watch your back, he might have military training. Witnesses claim they saw a silent old man wandering the Badlands, leaving a trail of bodies behind him. Well, there's mines. Hey, Dakota.
So, as much as I need you for this new gig, I know you need the adrenaline hit even more. There's a car sitting in the middle of a minefield out in the Badlands. I need you to grab it for me. The chances of you exploding aren't zero, but let's face it, isn't life one big minefield anyway? Details are in the attachment.
Retrieve the abandoned car from the minefield and deliver it to Dakota. Location nearest road on off Interstate 9. Badlands are peppered with disarmed minefields from 2071, but after several folk have dislegged by these disarmed mines, most decided to steer clear of these areas, that is, except the smuggling types. A number of the routes run through these fields. Risky, yes, but brilliant all the same. Why would anyone guard a border when they practically do your job for you? But listen up. A smuggler in his rig got stranded out in the middle of one of those minefields. Maybe his tank went dry, maybe he had a hard stack, or maybe he set out on some vision quest. Who knows? Doesn't matter. What's important is, I don't know where the routes these fellas run, and now they're getting dropped in my lap. Get me the stranded vehicle. I know some nomads who'd pay handsomely for that GPS data. Good to know. So this is Cyber Psycho, and this is the gather the... Well, that's a mine. A mine!
Another gonk who thought fate smiled on him.
He's probably smiling himself before he OD'd on Maelstrom's shipment.
This is what you get for sampling Maelstrom's supply. Strongest shit out there. Nothing else that could fire up their burnt-out synapses. Poor bastard. His output's probably out in Albuquerque, waiting, unaware little Jiro's brain turned to jelly.
Interesting. I mean, not necessarily. Well, he could have just been a junkie. The implication to me there was he got stuck in the minefield, and like he had a route out, but he couldn't get past the mine, so he's just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna take these drugs and die. Having said that, maybe he was just a junkie, and the reason he died was because he took the drugs, and the minefield had little to do with it. Is also a possibility.
Well, well. These are the results I like to see. Until next time, sister. Gig closed. Hey, did you hear about Militech's new mobile radar unit on the border? Well, it's bad for smuggling, bad for the Aldecaldos, and definitely bad for me. I want to know what makes it tick, but I need to get my hands on it first. Snatch me that radar, and I will make sure you're well compensated. Details attached.
Good to know. Gig type thievery. Steal mobile radar station. Model P9D2.161. Militech base at Lone Star Motel. The Badlands are a fragile ecosystem where each piece has an important role to play. Change one thing and the whole circuit of life starts to unwind. Militech doesn't seem to understand and set up a whole operation to cement the borders. They have a prototype mobile radar until they use it to track Aldecaldo transports currently moored at their latest outpost. We get our mitts on that, the Aldecaldos can reverse engineer themselves a jamming signal designed to beat the new Militech toy. Once those transports are invisible again, the ecosystem will be restored to balance. Interesting.
Great job, V. Beautiful, really.
And delivered.
My people are already tinkering with the radar. Militech is in for a little surprise. A job well done. Your payment is coming in hot.
Alright, time for another Cyber Psycho. I know many of my old brother-in-arms wander this life aimlessly, living hand to mouth while their souls slowly degenerate into apathy. This is why I'm writing this, to provide reassurance. Your promise is right in front of you. You just haven't perceived it yet. Today I went through a difficult test, but I came out alive and now my life makes sense again. It all started with a job from the VDBs. Seemed straightforward at first. For an old dog like me, it's as easy as aiming and pulling the trigger. I did a quick recon, let me scroll in first. I did a quick recon, and that same day confirmed mission completion. Then something strange happened. Instead of receiving my payment, an effervescent light filled my vision, and before me appeared the guardian of a border between the living and the dead. To my friends who live in destitution, do not lose hope. The day will come when you too will be put to the test and be given a second chance as I have. Do not waste the opportunity. Once more we will fight side by side. I am now opening the path to the sacred land that sacrifices to the Lord gods. Join me. Interesting. Very interesting. I guess... That's not what I wanted. Messages. Where are you, Regina? Managed to incapacitate our guy named Zion Wild. Had some burnt-out military-grade combat implants, plucked his victims into the Raffen Shiv so that lower gods could open up his passage to the sacred realm. Not sure if he prayed too hard or if those singed circuits messed with his head, but something went seriously wrong. Maybe we'll be able to find out more. Looked up Zion Wild and dug up list of military ops he took part in before dropping off the radar. Only time he pops up is getting caught urinating on City Hall. Eventually he ended up somewhere in Pacifica doing odd jobs for old ward buddies. This conversation must have happened recently. Interesting. Well, that's irritating. Yep, there was a landmine there. What do you know? Alright, completed properly now. Good. I think my bike is on the other side of a minefield currently, which is kind of annoying. Luckily, no. Alright, so that's another Cyber Psycho down. Let's head here to this reported crime. And we're nearly done with all of the stuff in the outskirts, it seems. Oh, yeah? It's a little Rough Rider. Wraith Dance Party. This is kind of hilarious if this is just a thing. Randomized Dance Party, I'll take it.
No.
Interesting.
Hey V, a truck hauling cyberware crashed in the Badlands. It's top-grade chrome, but the NCPD's not in much of a hurry. Tells me they suspect the cyber psycho's the cause, and it's got them spooked. Check it out, but no killing if you can help it.
Amelia Weiss. Lost our transport as parts for the new research center. Went missing on Aldecaldo turf. Our, meaning whose? Meaning Biotechnicas, but I'm making some private inquiries at the moment. We work on the same turf, but that doesn't mean we have to step on each other's toes. Not our problem. You're in the Badlands, and out here, you stand to run into all sorts of gangs and threats. Maybe you should have chosen a quieter location for the new center. The nature of the research demands discretion. We need it done out of the way, as far out from the city as possible. If you were to hire someone to track down our cargo, how much would a job like that set us back? Well, considering the apparent value of the cargo, the price would be high. In Eurodollars, please, and with a deadline. Like I said, the price would be high, and not just in Eurodollars. We can get those with any contract out there. So what's your ask? Huh. Reverse transpiration xerophytes. But they're not ready for the market yet. Well, put them on the market. A prototype series, that is. Unless you're in no hurry. Alright, a small prototype batch, but I can't guarantee they'll grow. They're still in the testing phase. I haven't even been planted outside of lab conditions. And what sort of deadline can I count on for the recovery of our cargo? I'll start looking once the first buds bloom. Shouldn't be too long after. Interesting. Soul making deals. This bad boy burns through as much fuel per hour as you'd need to heat an entire mega block. And let's face it, it's big and ugly as a mega block too. Fair. Frame rate, please. Blood splatter. More blood splatter. Be negative blood splatter specifically. Clearly around here is where we're heading. Right. Shiv for the win. This shit is pointless. We won't get anything out of him. And the stench of all that blood is making me want to puke. Well, let's make some use of him while we're still breathing. We'll go for a ride. He'll help us with the gear out there. I heard the Aldecaldos can find water, even in the deep reservoirs. Like a living, breathing dowsing rod, you know? I mean, that's what they say, but you could test it for real. So we tie him up in the front of the car and see what he can show us where to dig? Well, you'll be doing the digging, so he doesn't pull any smart moves. Sounds like a plan. Grab the gonk and let's go. Well, that didn't work out very well for them, unfortunately, did it? Message Regina. Messages. Regina. Cyber Psycho. far as I know, no one's claimed responsibility for this mess, although the wheels got Raffen written all over them, and it's on their turf. No signs of external violence, so the attack must have happened from inside. Either one of the Raffens cracked, or the prisoner of theirs tried to make a break for it. Either way, the fact of this eerily quiet, and not one soul seems to give a damn, don't bode well. Keep your optics peeled. You were almost right. Turns out it was a prisoner who went cyber psycho and managed to escape. Coincidentally, it just happened to be one of to be an El DeCaldo buddy of a prisoner I rescued from the same outfit. Managed to take him down gently. Well, that was unexpected. I'll relay this info to Dakota. Probably better if the family takes it from here. Quicker to get things back to familiar territory. The quicker he'll get back to normal. Soul was too valuable as a pawn, so it looks like they tried to beat as much useful intel out of this poor gonk and make Soul watch, hoping that he'd crack. Eventually, they took him for one of those rides through the desert to separate them, and that's when things got out of hand. He probably mistook you for one of them. Good thing you were able to save him. Indeed. With that, 47 street cred. I'm pretty sure the max street cred is 50? So we're nearly at max street cred, which is kind of insane. But with that, I believe we've done everything in the outskirts, except for buy these 2 cars. There's 2 cars for sale, which collectively is about 165,000, 164,000. But other than that, everything is done in the outskirts. Oops. Which I'm happy about. It's kind of fantastic. And with that, I think that's probably going to be the end of the episode. I may have even made that into 2 episodes, because there was a fair amount we did. I'll see. I think what I might end up doing is simply do like 2 shorter episodes, maybe? I don't know. We'll see. It depends how much footage I have. I probably want to make at least a 20-minute episode of each. So if I've got enough for like 40 minutes of content, it'll be 2 episodes, otherwise it'll just be 1. But we cleared out all the side content in this outskirts area, which I'm happy about. There's still a lot of stuff to do elsewise, but I'm glad that I did it. I enjoy doing the side content. It's good just general play, if that makes any sense. But anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. Actually, no, what I will do, I'll level up. We have 4 levels, which is kind of insane. I think I'm going to go 10 body. That's what I said, right? Effectively, it's going to be 20, 20, 10, 10, and then more into body if I get more available. I think that's not a bad plan. So we have 10 body now. Yeah, arguably should have put it into reflexes, because you see here that my handgun and my assault is both at level 10, and I'm pretty sure they're stuck at the maximum level of whatever your reflexes are. So if I'm eventually going to go to 20 reflexes, I probably should have leveled that up now, so that my handguns and assault can keep leveling while I'm playing. But, you know, that's a small mistake that I'm not particularly worried about. That makes me very even. I can open a lot of doors now that I couldn't previously. And with that, I should be able to focus on cool to 20, and then reflexes to 20, and then intelligence to 15, I think is probably what we're going to go for. We'll see, though. We have 13 perk points to throw in. I don't really know what I'm going to do with them. I kind of want to buff cold-blooded. When you get hurt, I'd say it's maximum cold-blooded is not bad. Health regen, while cold-blooded is active, is also very good. Reduced recoil is alright. It's not the best, though. Armor by 10% per stack of cold-blooded. That sounds good. More armor is good. Don't really care about that. That sounds cool. Increase attack speed by 10%. I think that's a melee thing, but I could be wrong. If it's just like fire speed, then that's amazing. Max stacks cold-blooded is useful. While cold-blooded is active, reduce damage taken by 5%. While cold-blooded is active, increase damage with melee weapons. I don't care about that. I don't care about a lot of these things here. Let's look at stealth, shall we? Cannot be detected underwater. That just seems like a good passive to have, so let's grab it. Quick melee attacks with ranged weapons stagger enemies, giving you an opportunity to grapple them. That sounds really cool. I don't know how often it's going to come in handy, but if it does, it will. We also have clean work. You can pick up an enemy's body immediately after performing a takedown by holding E. That sounds like a cool perk to have. All knives apply poison is kind of cool. I've got to the point where I'm not really using my knives whatsoever, which is a shame because they're cool. Immunity to poison. Why the hell not? That just sounds like a good thing to have. I only have 4 left. So let's have a look at reflexes, shall we? Hand cannons. Extra damage on headshot multipliers. Sounds like a good idea. Reload time reduction also sounds pretty good. Also, draw time and holster time, it sounds fantastic, so let's get 2 levels in that. So we spent all of our points, which put me up kind of significantly, to be perfectly honest. I had a lot of levels after doing all that stuff. So I should theoretically be a lot more powerful. But that's going to be it for this episode. So if you like the video, please leave a like. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. And as always, thank you for watching. And I shall see you next time. Where I'm not entirely sure what we're going to do, but we'll be doing something interesting, I'm sure. Also, before I forget, I used a bunch of EMP grenades to take out that Cyber Psycho that was in the mech suit. So now we've got my arm cannon back.